Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Houston Texans.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Cordero Patterson on the loose. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders.
So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And now they'll try to make this 8-0 here as they'll go for 2 with this crowd in a state of shock. That's caught at the 2. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. You look at this Raiders defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes Ty Zentner to punt for Houston.
$40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. And Howe will throw it. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Al now to throw it. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, Howell to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to bring big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Little bootleg here. Howell. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On first down, Howell. Slant to Adams. Touchdown! Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, shot. Viking 18.
Another carry for Pierce. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Calvin Ridley, 71 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
That's caught, and he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short, and they'll be unable to get this back within 1 score as it stays a 9-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Powell. And he'll get this one to Cooper complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
First down, Raiders.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third down and 1. Powell, he'll look to throw it. And he is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone. He's got it in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Dragon 60.
Now Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hustle, hustle. Let's go.
Out left to Dotson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Come on, come on.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
70. Ready.
Again, it's Stroud. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they're going to motion Dotson to the left. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Cougar 19.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Counter play with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now Howell. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't give it to him. It's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10.
70, Timberwolves.
Stroud working out of the gun. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 1, Stroud. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Ty Zentner now. It's taken to the 26. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out, 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Let's go.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw, Howell. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Howell. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Ready. Ready.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Going for it with Pierce. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Stroud off the play fake. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
Here goes Stroud again. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Ridley. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second down and a yard. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Throwing the slant, and he finds Mayer. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Faking the handoff, Howell. Oh, that is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Christian Harris coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing here, Howell. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Texans 14. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Ready.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense, pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Pierce now up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. Stroud out of the gun here. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gets this out quickly to Dodson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. A nice little juke. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
65 catch, 65 catch.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to be centered down around the 15-yard line.
Stroud looking to change the play.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Okay, ready?
2nd and goal from inside the 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Got it.
Singletary is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go. So when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Raiders 36, Texans 20.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
43, Texans 20. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Ready.
Now here's Stroud on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Fights forward at the 20. 135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is. Hurry, 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 hurry.
And they take a knee.
Got it. Ready?
And they will take a knee here.
Ready? Go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Okay. This is it. I'm not having fun anymore.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.